My name is Dr. Jeff Hay, and I'm an associate professor in the Department of Geography at the University of Calgary. So I came home one day to my relatively new home. It was built in 2007, and I walked in and my house was cold. And I thought, why is my house cold? I've got triple pane windows, I've got low energy windows, I've got R50 insulation, I've got all the energy efficient things that I could put into my home, but my home was still cold. I thought, wouldn't it be great if I could pull out my mobile device, click on it, and up would come a map showing me, not a regular map, but the temperature, the heat leaving my home. So we're not talking about consumption as much as we're talking about wasted energy. And it would tell me how much energy my home was using. It would tell me what my cost would be and how much greenhouse gases or greenhouse gas equivalents I was actually generating. And even better, what if we could make it free? And if we could make it as simple as clicking on Google Maps. And so that was the original idea, and I kid you not, it happened in like a flash. I went, ah. And then it's taken us 4 or 5 years to be able to get to a point where we're at right now. And so as a small project with some students, I said, here's my vision. What can we do about this? And I had some great grad students, and they made a project, a small program, and we tried to web enable it and put it online, and then we went to the city to ask the city for more information. So it started off as a university project. The university has been supportive in the fact that I've changed my entire area of research. I used to be working in forestry and extracting objects, tree objects, forest objects, and now we're using some of the same methodology, but in an urban environment. Instead of counting the tops of trees, we now find where your hotspots are. We're counting the hotspots in your home. And actually, we're beginning to be leaders in the world in urban remote sensing as far as thermal energy is concerned. The simplest thing to do is to come to our website. You can simply come on in and type in your postal code or your address, and you'll zoom in to within 2 or 3 houses of where you live. You'll be able to click on it, and once you click on it, you'll be able to bring up the thermal information. And from that, we can tell you which portions of your house are hot or cold. Our expertise is, we can tell you where the energy is leaving. We can tell you how much we think it's costing as far as environmental factors for greenhouse gases and actual cost depending on the kind of fuel source. And we want to be able to create a value that's meaningful for people so that when they come and look at their home, they can say, my house is hotter than 27% of the other houses, 3,000, 6,000 other houses. And it's something that they can use as a benchmark to be able to improve upon. And in our case, we want you to have a low heat score. We want you to reduce your waste heat. We want you to reduce your consumption. But now, okay, we're moving off and we're actually getting groups and organizations because people are coming to us often saying, I'm buying a condo, I'm buying a home. What does this mean for me? What do these numbers mean? And we want to be able to give people the best information and then direct them to the right people. Our science, we believe, is really good, but our immediate goal is to step back, is to be able to complete the city of Calgary. I love being a professor. I've wanted to be a professor since I was a little kid. I don't want to stop being a professor. So I see that there are 2 roles here. I see that there's a great opportunity for us to develop things in the lab, make them as real-world applications that can be used in the real world, develop a system that allows people in the real world to benefit from it, and I want people to be engaged in this, and we want to make it free. We want to give back to folks. I mean, my house is still cold. Now I know at least a couple of places how to improve it.